right, folks, here we are. We might be drunk. You know where it is. You know what it is. We got a couple of tequila sodas, and it's just us today, boys.
No Salacuse.
Salacuse has something with his dumb kid. I don't know, school. Who can keep up?
Pussy.
Yeah, right?
Good to be here, though. Good to see you, man. I saw you briefly last night.
Yeah, that's right. We went and saw Ronan's taping at the VU. Yeah. Killer.
Ronan Hirschberg, look out for it, coming out soon. Crushed it.
It was fun. It's fun to watch because, like, we were in that mix. I guess we're still in that mix.
Yeah.
But this is his first YouTube. And so he was, like, jazzed up. He was nervous. He was pacing. It was great.
Yeah, I went to the early show. It's good to see someone crush a special and then they're just kind of, like, done.
Yes.
I mean, not done, but, like, he had one of the cans. Like, you got it.
Oh, yeah. And I heard the second. We were at the first one, but I heard the second one. I went and saw, like, 20 minutes of it, and it was even hotter. So it's going to be great.
Gonna be great, man.
Great jokes.
We got packages too. People keep sending us stuff at Gotham. We forget to open all of them on the Patreon. So should I open this?
Yeah, that's a big boy you got there. Holy! Oh my God! It's more popcorn.
This is called Cuse corn, like Syracuse's orange and blue. Orange and blueberry white chocolate. Dude, this shit is so good.
You could call it Cuse corn, like Salacuse.
That's true. Cheddar.
Oh yeah.
Classic. The amount of popcorn they send. Jesus.
Wow, that's a lot of cheddar. This is Nav's popcorn in Thousand Islands, New York.
Hard Island peanut butter and milk chocolate.
That's my number one right there.
Classic,
Sorry,
just
Q's.
buttered.
Oh, classic's good too. I'm gonna have one bite of this and then kill myself.
Sour Patch.
Oh,
I gotta try it.
Try it.
Sour Patch.
Try it.
I don't know what I'm chanting. I can just try it. Let's see.
Holy hell! Oh, peanut butter, milk chocolate.
Not my favorite.
All right.
It's a little too. I don't know why. Yeah, it's like weird.
Yeah, I'm not a big Sour Patch guy anyway.
You're not?
I have one. I'm good.
These flavors. Kettle milk chocolate.
Woo!
New York mix, caramel and white cheddar, because we're gentrified here in New York, baby.
You got that right. Diversity.
What else? I mean, this is so much.
So good.
Caramel.
Wow.
Don't know what this looks like. Another caramel.
This is good. What a great gift. I'm sending this shit to
Fireball.
my dad. Oh, boy. You're going to shit blood with that one.
I want Jaeger bomb. What else? Kettle. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Well, these guys make great popcorn. I've had it. The only one I don't like is the Sour Patch.
Yeah.
Love the pod. Enjoy some popcorn next time you're enjoying a movie. Had fun hosting for Mark a few months back. And enjoyed working with you guys back at Caroline, sorry. Hit me up if you ever need a host or feature when you're upstate. Brian Enck. Thank you so much, Brian. This is amazing. And it really is great popcorn.
It is. All right, Brian.
New York. I'm going to try the New York mix.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Popcorn during a movie. That is like...
Oh, unbeatable. You know, pull this up there, Chachi. I heard there's this thing. Now, when you smell popcorn popping in the distance in a microwave, what do you think?
I don't know.
Well, like, is it good or bad?
It's great.
It's great. Yeah. Every American says it's great. But in Europe, they smell popcorn popping, and it's gross. I don't know what it is, like the upbringing, the diet. It's kind of like cilantro. Goes either way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm telling you. European smell popcorn, they hate it.
Yeah, this is amazing.
What a fun, weird, it's like one of those weird little phenomenon things.
Yeah, I love popcorn.
Oh, I grew up eating, my dad ate popcorn every day.
I feel like it's not as bad for you as a lot of the others. I mean, obviously this stuff's not great for you.
Well, yeah.
I love the buttered popcorn, but dude, I feel like horrible after it.
Oh yeah.
It's like having sex without a condom.
Right.
You're just like, what have I done to myself?
Yeah.
But it was good while it lasted.
And you're licking your fingers. Oh, that's good. Taste that down, a little tequila.
Yeah, I need some coffee first.
Oh yeah. There you go.
These early afternoon episodes are taking a toll, my friend.
Yeah, well, the funny thing about coffee is, like, you got a stimulant, and then you got a depressant.
Yeah.
You know, we're just putting all these...
I end up back in the middle.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's tough on the body.
Oh, my God. It really is. Tequila, they say, is an upper. I hope to believe that, but, hey, man, thank you so much for sending this popcorn.
Nothing? Oh, maybe I made that up.
You were in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
How was it?
tell you, that's a boring town.
It really is.
You know, they're all about the cults and whatnot. But nice people.
Great comedy crowds.
Good comedy crowds. So we sold out a couple of them. I had Umar. I had Sean Murphy. We just had one of those hangs where you're like, we don't even need the town. We sat in the green room for like 8 hours after the show. We're drunk, we're high, we're full, we ate all these chicken wings and whatnot. We're like kids. Umar fell asleep on the floor.
I love it.
You know,
You peed your pants.
I pissed my pants.
Yeah.
I woke up blowing Sean Murphy. And we're like, we should probably get out of here because, you know, there's probably some poor staff member waiting for us. We leave, we walk out of the green room. It's all dark. The alarm goes off. They forgot we were back there.
Oh, man.
That's how long we hung out. The alarm, woo, woo, woo. We go, what the fuck? We're in a dark club alone at like 4 a.m. and we just ran home. We just ran to our hotel.
Yeah, I remember in Indianapolis, I was there once years ago. There's a lot of violence in downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
They like to brag. It's funny, they love to brag. They're like, more murders per capita than Chicago. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good thing. I don't know why you're telling me that with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
I remember going to the hotel, and it was blocked off. And I kind of was like, why is it blocked off? And the cop was like, some kids were shooting around. I'm like, yeah, that's not
shooting around.
That's basketball. That's not guns, dude. That's not how you describe murder.
Right. That's true. Shooting around like a game, like Cowboys and Indians.
They have Morton's Steakhouse. Or not Morton's. What's the famous
St. Elmo's.
St. Elmo's.
That
I went
one's
there.
cool.
That steak is pretty crazy.
I think it's from 1902.
That's a bomb ass steak.
Great steak.
Yeah, and like that's like a classic old timey. Like you get your scotch and your steak, you get your martini and your steak. It's old school.
Old school, right downtown too, right in all the business centers. And I love, you know, the story of Ruths Chris.
No.
Pull this up.
Oh yeah, you told me this, but I forgot it. Tell me again.
Maybe I told you.
Because we do
already.
a podcast where we drink.
This was, this is what we like a lot of like strong female lead shit now.
Sure.
If I was making a movie and I needed a female story, I would do this story. This lady, Ruth, her husband, Chris, left her and her 3 kids alone, so she had to like make it on her own. She was cooking steaks on a hot plate. It got so popular because she cooked a hell of a steak. She named it Ruths Chris, like, I own you, motherfucker.
Wow.
You left me high and dry. And it just built and built. It became like a New Orleans staple. And then she started a chain. Now she's a zillionaire.
I will say, I get the name now, but not knowing that story, it's a pretty dumb name.
Horrible name.
I hate saying it.
I do too.
Ruth's Chris? I can't even say it.
It's too much.
Ruth. It's like a tongue twister.
I'm with you, man. It is
Ruth's
a nightmare.
Chris. I guess you could say it, but
Ruths
it's like,
Chris.
yeah.
You just say it fast. Yeah, New Orleans 65. Steakhouse for sale, 18 grand. North
Wow.
Broad and Earthline, which is now a horrific neighborhood, but
It's a good
still there.
steak too.
It is. There
It's
she is.
expensive.
But fun story.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah, but yeah, Indy. Crowds came out, but it was cool. Chris D was at some theater. Goldman was at a different theater. I'm at the club. It was like a real comedy
hang?
weekend. So Chris D came by. We hung out. He's sober now, so he said hello.
Forever?
Well, he's trying.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going for it. I think he's 20 days in.
Good for him.
Yeah, so he came by and
That's
we
tough.
made jokes about Fauci, and then he left. And yeah, we just had a great time.
Sobriety, man, anyone trying to be sober, respect. It ain't easy.
No.
Especially, you know, the hardest part about being sober is still going and doing shit.
Yes.
Being around people sober, that ain't ezy.
No, it's tough, especially at nighttime.
I remember telling my therapist once, like, man, it's hard to be around people sober. He's like, yeah, you got to work on that. Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't just he's like, that's on you to connect with people. I'm like, well, some people are tough.
Yeah, of course. But he's right. I mean, we're social creatures and all that, but like all we do is hang out at bars, comedy clubs, nightlife. So like,
But we're introverts, and that's why we drink.
exactly.
Because I don't think we like it naturally.
No.
I like to be home. I don't like to do anything.
No. I had a weekly poker game when I was in college with like literally like 15 guys would play poker. I would get blacked out every time, and all my friends like, what are you doing? You got to like get it together. You can't even play a game of poker without yakking. And I'm like, I'm sitting there with 20 guys or 15 guys for 5 hours. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, your friend loses 15 grand. He looks at you. He's like, you have a problem. Poker is really. I have a friend who used to, that degenerate friend who would just show up. Like he would text me the Minnesota Lynx lost. I'm like, you're betting on the WNBA? You've got a problem, dude.
That's true.
He was the type of dude. I grew up with him. Phil's met him a few times. Phil Hanley's met him. He's a character, but he's a degenerate gambler. He's really funny.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. But
gamblers are funny.
They are, because they're very self-deprecating. They're very cynical. I mean,
yep. And they take risks.
That's a wreck. Hang out with self-deprecating people because they'll make you laugh.
Oh yeah.
Nothing worse than like insecure people who are just like kind of braggarts.
Oh, that's
it's weird. The
bad
thing
move.
that like a lot of people like will consider someone cool, and they're so clearly insecure.
I know.
Isn't that weird?
That's interesting.
Where they're like, man, that guy's cool. I'm like, that dude hates himself. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yes, exactly.
If he was more self-aware, he'd realize how much he hated himself. Then he'd be cool.
Yes, here. They act hip and cool all the time, and you're like, dude, I can tell you're a nerd. I can tell you're at home, like, practicing this shit, looking in the mirror, putting on outfits and jewelry and all this horse shit. Just hang. I get it.
This dude's hilarious. Like he didn't know how. I remember he texted me once. He was like, it was years ago. He's like, man, I just woke up next to a hooker in a crack pipe, and I was like, dude, that's horrible. You got to get help. He goes, what? I'm being self-deprecating. I was like, that's not self-deprecating. That's like a cry for help.
Yeah,
self-deprecating.
No,
but he was a funny dude. I mean, I remember he just showed up at a gig I was at in Atlantic City, and I come out of the show, a gig I got stiffed on, by the way. I was there for like 5 or 6 days.
AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy disappeared. Tropicana.
Oh, boy.
He owes people way more money than me, though.
I've heard multiple people talk about this guy.
Yeah.
He's notorious.
Man. If there's any justice, he's in a car about to get whacked right now. But
I think he was on the subway this morning. If that helps.
You just wish you had a friend. I just wish you had a friend like Furio to show up.
Yes.
Put a beat down on him.
Hell yeah.
But
the two best gamblers are Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald, two hilarious guys.
Well, Artie had the best stories. I remember Artie had that bit about how he's like, you want to make a game exciting, put $1,000 in the Giants when you got 500 in the checking. He's like, you're gonna care about that game.
Oh yeah.
But that's a rush. I mean, that's like something where you're like, oh, that's a problem. It's funny. My friend will lose all this money and then he'll just say shit like, no regrets, and I'm like, no regrets. It's not a relationship. You just lost money.
Yeah, I don't get it. I get the high and I get the woo baby, the hope and the feeling and the blood pumping, but when you lose $500K, it's gone. Like I read Norm's book and he talked about losing like, I don't know, $700,000, which is all the money he had.
Wow.
And he's like,
a lot of money to lose.
Yeah, he's like, I walked out to the ocean and I was like, I feel clean. Now I'm going to go make more money, but I feel clean. I got it. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's insane. You could have donated that to a charity.
That's right.
And still you would have felt cleaner.
Yeah. But
that's clean.
There's no rush. You don't write that children's hospital check like, woo, baby. There's no fun on that.
I remember when Norm, I think he made it to the finals of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
yes,
and he bailed on the last one because it wasn't his money, and you're like, oh, that's a good dude. If it was his money, he would have gone for it and won it all.
Yeah, because he was right.
He was right.
That's such a great episode. I've stolen a joke. He does that just in conversation where one of the facts comes up, one of the questions, and Regis goes, oh, the guitar was actually invented, blah, blah, and Norm goes, well, that's very uninteresting. Just the simplest sentence, but it's so funny because no one talked like that on that show. It's great.
That's very uninteresting.
And he's like, that's very uninteresting. I
insulting someone that bluntly and also that like in a polite manner is such a great way to insult someone.
So good, so good. Norm was cool as a cute. He was like Burt Reynolds. He was chewing gum, and it's like, da-da-da-da-da. The lights go down and everything, and he was, it was so great.
He was a cool, handsome guy.
I know. He was everything comics aren't. Like, he was religious. He was, I think, pretty conservative. He was funny as hell, cool, laid back. He didn't self-deprecate. I mean, he was different.
Yeah. But he would self-deprecate. I mean, like, it wasn't like I'm like a loser, but he would, he was... I mean, I remember when he got fired. I mean, he read the situation as it was. I remember when he got fired from Weekend Update. He was very self-deprecating on Letterman's
on the couch. Yeah, on the panel. Well, he had an interesting way of doing it because Don Ohlmeyer was like, "You're not funny," and Norm's, you think he's gonna go, "Fuck you, I am funny," but Norm goes, I'm not? That's horrible. He's a genius. He spun it. He's like, damn, I'm in this comedy business. I'm ruined.
Yeah.
I'm not funny? I had no idea.
So sarcastic.
Yeah.
But sarcasm is kind of a form of self-deprecation.
That's
right?
true.
I mean, yeah, it was great. The gambling thing is so crazy to me. Like Michael Jordan, degenerate gambler.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I guess with him, it doesn't really matter because he's just never going to stop printing money. But
True. But it's definitely a disease. Like, he would be playing golf, and they would gamble, like, who would get their drink first. Like, he couldn't stop.
with MJ.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, little things. Like, let's bet on, who can... let's bet on what bird chirps quickest. And there's, like, 3 birds. Like, it was crazy shit where you're like, dude, we're betting on birds now? It's bananas. But
that is a sickness. That is, it's weird to be... Because, like, competitiveness, I understand. Like, Jordan... Best basketball player ever, competitive as fuck, worked, honed his craft, and then you're doing something that's just random.
Yeah.
You have the same competitive fire over like, I bet my drink comes first, and you're like, that's just, it makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense, but that's the disease, I need more. What else? Let's bet on this. Let's bet on that. You're like, dude, relax. We played 18 holes of golf. You're playing in a game tomorrow on the court. We got competition. You're good.
Yeah,
but he couldn't stop.
Yeah, like golf, I get because that's the same thing. But over nothing, a lot of young players went broke hanging out with Jordan.
Wow.
Well, it's like imagine you're hanging out with like your comedy hero.
Yeah, and
then he's like, Mark, I bet I have a better set than you, and I'm going to put 125K on it. And you're like, well, I want to keep hanging out with him.
That's true. Remember The Last Dance? He's literally throwing quarters against the wall with the security guard, like in the back. You got a game coming up. You should be stretching or something, and you're throwing fucking nickels at the wall.
It's such a different type of dude than I am. It's so funny.
I don't have that at all, and I'm glad I don't.
I'm glad. It doesn't seem peaceful.
I go to a casino with my friend from growing up. Mike was like the big casino guy, and he's like, ding, ding, ding. He's like, you hear all that? That's money. That sounds like money. I'm like, to me, that sounds like losing money. The big wheels spinning,
hear all
the lights. Yeah, he was a nut. I mean, he's doing all right now, but he was a real game.
I'm all right now, but last week was in rough shape, I'll tell you. That's what this dude was like. He wouldn't care when he lost. He'd be like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I'm like, I think you live by a woman with an oxygen tank, and you die by a woman with an oxygen tank. I don't think this is the sword.
Exactly.
I think you've got a gambling addiction. I mean, you do play it though, and you get why people like poker's fun.
Poker's awesome.
Blackjack's
it's camaraderie. Fun. It's social. Yeah, blackjack's cool. It's like, here we go. What's gonna happen? But those machines. I mean, that's just sad.
That one I don't get because that one just seems so clearly rigged.
And I'm not slot shaming, but I'm just saying it's so rigged. You got to sit there for 3 days if you want to win $20.
Yeah, it's like, it just feels like, it's literally like you're flushing your money. Like, that's what that action feels like. It's like a flush. There should be a toilet going,
Yep, exactly. And then, just to get some kind of win, you just chug drinks, because you're like, I got to get something out of this. And now I'm hammered and losing money.
The free booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really cushions the blow when you lose $5,000. You're like, well, I had 4 cranberry vodkas. I showed them.
I know. The cocktail waitresses must clean up because I'm just tipping like crazy because it's free. So I'm like, here's a 5, here's 8, here's 6. But I'm losing.
You're right.
money.
And when you're losing, I mean, that's the thing. When you're winning, you really ride that wave. Mm-hmm. Like, you really are like, you're generous. And when you're losing, you're like, well, fuck it. I lost. What's money? I lost it anyway.
Yeah.
They really take the power out of money. I mean, I was with a friend recently, and he just, over the weekend, he won a bunch of money in poker, and he's like, fuck it, drinks on me, and I'm just like, yeah, but I'm like, no, because if you lost, you wouldn't be,
Yeah. And
you wouldn't just be like, you're covering the whole night.
Right, exactly. And then it's a weird thing where they give you stuff if you win. Remember that blew my mind the first time I saw, like, we're going to give you the suite and the breakfast and the buffet for free because you're winning. And then somebody told me, yeah, they do that so you keep gambling. And I was like...
And you lose it.
And then you lose it. Blew my mind.
Damn.
When your friend's a real animal is when you're like, I don't know, I don't want to go to the casino. And he goes, I'll take out 300 and I'll take out 100 for you because I want you to gamble with me. He's like, if you win the 100... give it back to me. If you win 2, you get 100.
I had a friend like that once, and he's a famous comedian. And it was hilarious. He goes, whatever you make, he's like, if you lose it all, no hard feelings. And if you win anything, we split it.
There you go. This guy's already like enterprising over here,
He's putting other people to work.
Yeah.
This guy's a genius.
I know. It's pretty good. But if you lose, He has to eat it.
But that money's nothing to him.
I guess so.
If you're doing that.
I don't know.
Casinos. They're talking about building them in the city now, which would be crazy. I mean, New York, wasn't there an article about that in New York City? Well, because they're trying to make money in the city again, because, think about how much money is wrapped up in office space, which they're losing because so many people are working, max 3 days in office a week now?
Yeah, way down.
Way down. So much is on Zoom. I mean, New York City has casinos. Like, that's more money, I guess, but ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're not bringing in a quality crowd.
It's a bad crowd. What is it? Cleveland has that casino about 4 blocks from the club. And as you get 1 block, 2 block closer, it's like sketchier, hobo, degenerate gambler. People get their paycheck, go right there.
That's
bad.
the sad thing. Yeah, that Friday is packed there.
Yeah, it really is. God.
Well, then also, I remember Reno, Nevada, that casino. They want to pick me up for morning radio at like 6 a.m. and I'm outside and I'm like, the other dudes out here at 6 a.m. are not people I want to be near.
No.
These dudes are on meth. I mean, it was sketchy. A lot of like fast walking. You're like, oh shit.
I know, right?
That's the only exercise I'm getting in Reno is fast meth walking like this.
It's true, unless they're leaving my show. That's
it's the same speed.
Yeah. But the smoking too, I hate that. Just being in a warehouse with ding, 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 bad carpet, weird, sad people, and smoke. It's a nightmare.
But it'd be weird to not allow smoking when you're allowing all that.
True, yeah.
Yeah, man, I bomb every show there. It was like, it does wonders on your soul where you're like, man, not only am I bombing, I haven't seen outside.
Right. Oh.
And people say, go for a walk. No, you go for a walk. See if you come back.
Mm-hmm. I know, man. So true. Vegas bums me out. Vegas is a little better because it's sunny as hell. There's restaurants. But there's no parks.
When you go a little outside the strip, it's kind of, Vegas can be cool.
Yeah. But like, you realize you haven't seen a tree in 3 days.
You know what Reno is? You know how every politician has that fucked up younger brother?
Yeah.
That's Reno. Reno's the one who're like, dude, Reno's got to get it together. Reno's.
Right. That's true. It's like Hunter Biden. You're like, geez, take it easy.
Come on,
the
Hunter.
Horse. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter Biden and Tom or John, what's his fucking name? Donald Jr.
Yeah.
They're both fucked up.
Every politician's son is
Bush W.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a cokehead.
Yeah.
But he got elected.
But he was the president, too.
Yeah.
I mean.
He made it in. That was a great movie, W.
Was it good?
Really good. Brolin killed it. It's really good.
He plays Bush?
Yeah.
And who plays Cheney?
Oh, pull that up. I can't remember. I saw it when it came out.
Was that Adam McKay?
No, that was a different movie, which was great. Brolin.
Elizabeth Banks?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Jeffrey Wright, Colin Powell. I could see that.
Colin Hanks. Was Dreyfus Cheney?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Dreyfus is good.
Yeah, he's good. But the latest one with Adam McKay, I forgot. Operation Vice.
Vice. It was just Vice. I didn't see it.
It's heavy, but it's good. I saw it in the theater. But you're like, Jesus Christ. It's very dense with political shit, but it's interesting. Oh, yeah, and Bale played Cheney and killed it.
Man, who's changed their body more, Christian Bale or Oprah?
I was just going to, you beat me to it. Yeah, so true. Maybe Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
He's up there with weight flush.
He changes a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's fucking great in everything.
He's so good. And no one talks about how great he is.
I feel like people talk about it.
Oh, okay. I feel like you don't put him, it's like Leo and all that, but you never put Jonah Hill in there.
Comedians never get the same love.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But
he's great in Moneyball. He's great in Wolf of Wall Street. He's great in serious roles too.
Yeah, that's true.
But then he's great at comedy.
Wall Street. Yeah, Superbad's hilarious. He was even great in his cameo in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
He was. 21 and 22 Jump Street are both great. Dude, look at Christian Bale's body.
Unreal.
That's crazy to get that skinny.
Crazy. I mean, that's medically dangerous.
You think he was going to bars during that time and women were like, ugh, this guy's gross.
Yeah, probably. Damn. I mean, he did that. Matt Damon did that.
That can't be healthy.
No. The weight fluctuation.
Well, how about McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club? Pull up how skinny he was in that shit.
So my lady has a huge crush on McConaughey, and she said after that, he was never as hot. Like that fucked him up
Yeah, no, I think he
permanently.
I can't imagine it's easy to come back from. I mean, he's still a really yeah. Look how skinny he is, man.
Wow, crazy! I couldn't do it. Isn't it funny how like we live in this, kind of overweight country, and these guys can do it. I guess it helps if you're rich and have a trainer.
Well, you don't have a trainer for that. You just probably have someone being like, "Don't eat."
Yeah,
that's probably the trainer.
Well, what do they do? Like water and lemon juice and cayenne? Like how?
See, I wonder if that would make you look like healthy skinny though. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I think you can't work out either because you don't want to build muscle.
You must be going crazy.
Woo, that's tough. But imagine that first day when you're done rap. You're like, give me a fucking ho-ho, a ring ding, a donut. I'm going all in.
Yeah, it must be way more fun to just gain weight for a role.
Yeah, that's true. Like De Niro in Raging Bull.
Or Matt Damon in The Informant or something.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Lost 50 pounds, and he was already a pretty thin guy.
Oh, yeah. Tapioca pudding and fish.
As much wine as I wanted to drink.
Interesting.
Is that works?
Huh. Well, sounds like
I guess he did look like a French woman.
Yeah, throw a couple cigarettes in there. 50 pounds. Wow. All the wine
He didn't exercise for 5 months. Dude, he was 136?
Whoa.
135, damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
I feel like he had a spin, because remember, he was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Sahara, I Hate My Wife, or whatever the hell.
To Launch.
Yeah, Failure to Launch.
All like turd shit movies, and then out of nowhere, he was just in like 5 really good things in a row.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, shit.
Wolf of Wall Street, Buyers Club, Mud was good.
True Detective.
True Detective. Killed it in that. Yeah, he's great. And then, what was that thing he did? Oh, he was in Dazed and Confused. So he started out good.
Yeah.
And then he was too hot. Wow, Rain of Fire.
I never saw Interstellar. I heard that's great.
It's good, but it's heavy. I mean, it's 3 hours of sci-fi, trippy Nolan shit. Like
the score is
Inception.
awesome.
Yeah, I cried.
You cried?
Oh, I watched it on a movie. You put me. I can watch Finding Nemo on a movie, and I'm weeping.
On a plane, you mean?
Sorry, what did I say?
On a movie.
On a plane. Snakes on a plane. Yeah.
You have any peeves?
Yes. Now this is a thing everybody's saying now, and it's too much. It's like when people started saying, "Let's unpack this." Once everybody says it, it annoys me. Because I'm like, get your own thing. But this is the thing everybody's saying now, and I hear it 14 times a week. One guy said it, and now it's everywhere. That was another one. Let's table that. That was another one.
Table that? Yeah, you're not a therapist. You're also not a CEO.
Yes.
Why don't we settle down on both fronts here?
Exactly. So this is the new one that's bugging me. And everybody thinks they're so cool when they say it. And I'm like, my grandma's saying that. But it's, they go, I'll tell you, that guy was cool till he wasn't. Everybody's saying that.
Yeah.
That situation was good till it wasn't. Because you're not saying anything. Yeah, that's how things work. They go from here to here.
Things change.
Yeah, things change.
People change.
Yeah, exactly. McConaughey was a good actor till he wasn't.
Yeah, I hate
and you're like, all right.
There's a lot of stuff on Twitter like that, too, where I'm just like, I got to get off this thing.
Yeah, I know. I hate those tropes that start forming, like, blah, 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 be like. There's so many of them. I can't think of the other ones.
Yeah,
but there's a million.
I'm trying to think of others like, there's so many.
I know, there's so many. We see them all the time, and we just kind of go, oh, that's what people...
Matt, what are other ones that are like I'm thinking social media ones that make me crazy.
Squad goals was big, like 6 years ago. Everybody, squad goals. Like, all right. And then though, THO, they'd be like, that body though. That was a big one.
Yeah, it's like funny. It's like bad grammar is cool.
It is.
Bad spelling is cool. It's funny. It's like caring is so uncool about anything.
Yeah, right. I know. But I think it's like rapper speak or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, big. That's lit. Oh, yeah. And there's all these TikTok, these trends that kick up. And my girl's like, oh, do you know about this trend? I'm like, no. And I don't want to know because it's going to go away in 3 days.
Oh, yeah. When everyone's like on TikTok and they're all like,
yeah.
They're all like nodding. You're like, yeah, if everyone's doing it, it's not that cool.
No. But
originality is cool.
I agree, but originality isn't rewarded because the trends build and build and build. And then you want to get in that wave and catch. Oh God, here we go.
Tell me without telling me.
Yes, that was a big one. Oh, you know what else is an annoying one? I eat popcorn at a podcast. Old. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know that one? Like I shit my pants. Age or what?
Yeah.
What is it? I'm blowing it, but
I'm shit my pants at a movie theater years old.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one you do. Yeah,
there you go. It's like yes, we got it.
I'm asked me if they trim my eyebrows at the barbershop years old.
Yes, exactly.
Which I am, by the way.
So am I.
I was. What else? Yeah,
I was
tell
10
me.
years old.
Tell me you're a murderer without telling me you're a murderer. He just goes up behind the person, starts stabbing them.
Right. Or it'll be a picture of Zach Morris, and it's like, you know, what is it? Want to feel old? And it's Zach Morris like bending over with his back hurting or something. Want to feel old? No, actually, I don't.
Want to feel old? This actor you grew up with has AIDS. Feel old yet? What else?
We miss you, Charlie Sheen. There's sounds too that I hear from the other room from my lady. It's like, oh no, oh no. That was a big one.
I know.
There's some 45-year-old guy listening to this, like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What else? Keep going up.
I hate people that work at the bank.
I don't know what these are.
Yeah, this.
I don't. Yeah, man, this is sad. I don't know any of these.
Remember this one?
Main character trend.
Remember that?
What's that?
This.
Wait, do it. Play it.
You remember the dabbing?
No.
What?
Matt, am I an idiot for not knowing this?
You saw dabbing.
And I have a new amazing trend alert for you guys. This trend is called the main character TikTok trend, where you actually get to display what kind of personality you have and other characters that you can relate to with your personality. This is a super fun trend to create, and in this video we're going to be going over the exact steps you can do to do this in under 15 minutes. Not just that, but I'm also going to show the brands and businesses out there how you can take this trend and ride it for that maximum reach. So let's get started. Are going to be simply 3 pictures of things that you relate to, so that will be different characters.
See, this shit is genius because it taps into ego. It's all about me. I'll get 3 pictures of me. They'll tell me what celebrity I look like. It's all me shit.
So it's a guy from Dragon Ball Z.
It's one is the intro.
Yeah, Omar.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Which celebrity do you look like? And then it pulls up, and I'm like, yeah, you don't look like that person.
No, yeah, you're not Kim K.
What else is there, Matt? What are the other ones we missed out on? Because these are cracking me up.
There's a million of them. I don't know any of this.
I don't know any of this shit is. I wish they weren't tutorials. I wish they were just examples.
Yeah. Google Earth Trend. I don't know what that is.
Cherry bonbon.
Huh. This changes people's lives too. Like people go viral off this shit. We don't even know what it means.
What I mean when I say I'm from Alaska?
That makes sense. What I mean when I say I'm from. That's kind of interesting because you're like, all right, there's different vernacular in different places, maybe.
Turning your DMs into quotes.
Yeah, see, that's another one. You have to say slide into a DM. You can't just DM somebody. You got to slide in.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill was one. I mean, now we're getting, that's way
Picture
old.
trend? What's that?
Uh-oh.
I hate that they're all tutorials. It doesn't. I mean, we're
going in a wormhole here. But what do you think about when people go like, so popcorn, then you get an ad for popcorn? Does that freak you out?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Of course. It's like, yeah, the phones are listening, man.
You think?
Of course.
Is that literal? They're literally listening to us?
Yeah, right? I mean...
That's scary shit.
I mean, they have the thing called like the Facebook security setting where it would just come... set, like you have to go to settings and turn it off, or it would like you ever on Facebook and you just see, or Instagram, and you were looking at sneakers on some website and then you're scrolling Instagram and there's an ad for those sneakers. That's what it is. It's like it would follow you.
Whoa.
I mean,
well, they're all
it's literally the same thing. Yeah, but it's literally the same thing as if like a dude just walks up to you in the street, like, check out this sweater. I saw you checking this sweater, and you're like, how do you?
Right.
It's that shit. It's that level of creepiness.
Yeah, and you could turn it off, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I got to turn that off.
Yeah, you got to turn it off.
'Cause I'm getting all these gay porn ads on my Instagram, so I got to fix that. Damn. This is scary. And that metaverse is only going to be worse.
I know.
Because you can like go shopping on the metaverse and hang out with friends on the metaverse, and it's all just going to sell you shit. Like, well, if you're in the metaverse, you got to pay the cover to get in this metaverse bar, and it's.
Remember when SimCity started and it was like, well, this will be like an escape. It's like a funny thing, and now it's just life.
It's just life. Yeah, totally. Scary stuff.
It's fucking scary.
And we could push back, but our curiosity goes, well, maybe I'll try this metaverse thing, and then before you know it, you're buying a goddamn condo in the metaverse.
Yeah, before you know it, you're like, my name is what? That's not my name.
Yeah.
That was another big one where it's just people like, I was in this movie. It was just like a brag for actors.
That's true, yeah. Basically, Brody Stevens' act. Hangover 2. That's a deep cut. Oh, you got a wreck? Because I got a honker.
I got a good one, actually, and it's connected to a recent episode. So we were talking about how good that show Winning Time is on HBO.
Oh, I like it.
I started the book. It's amazing.
Better than the show.
Yeah, you'll finish it in like 3 days. It's amazing. It's so good.
All right. Okay, Winning Time, the book.
I think it's called Showtime Lakers, a dynasty, and it goes into detail, and the stories are insane, and holy shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy in sports when the stars align in that way,
right.
And it's like amazing owner and Jerry Buss, amazing character in Kareem, Magic is the most charismatic player, and like the most likable player, but then some shit behind the scenes you're like, whoa. And then Pat Riley's rise, the coach, and what happened to before Riley and before Westhead, what happened to him, how crazy it is. I mean, the book you'll burn through it. It's awesome.
Those sports books are so like the what was it, Bronx is Burning?
Yeah, I heard it's a good one.
Everybody raves by that book. I never read it, but I heard it's amazing.
I gotta pick that one up.
But you can tell Adam McKay clearly read that and was like, we're doing a show.
For sure.
This is incredible.
For sure. It's awesome.
What a career. We can just make a show like that.
Oh, it's so cool.
I know, but he's earned it.
He earned it. What do you got?
So speaking of HBO, now this is going to sound niche, but it applies to everybody. The Tony Hawk doc.
I heard it's amazing.
It's incredible, and I know it's skateboarding, I know it's kid shit, but it is so deep, and I didn't know how fucked up he was, and man, talk about haters. You forget this guy, he's a skateboarder, whatever, he's famous, everybody likes him, he's got the video game. They fucked with him in the beginning so bad. Skinny kid just winning all these contests. They would throw beer cans at him. Other skaters spit on his board.
What?
All this shit. Like, he almost got into fist fights. And he just perceived.
Why? Why did people hate him so much?
Because he was winning. And he was nice, and he was little, and he came out of nowhere, and he would invent tricks. And they were like, what the fuck's this guy doing with these tricks? I've never heard of those. And they got mad at him. But he's like, I'm making new tricks. Well, it's fun. And they got mad, and they're like, you're doing it wrong. You're weird. And he just kept going.
Wow. I heard the doc's insane.
It's insane, and I this is a leap here, but it almost has Kobe Bryant-esque, where he's like, first of all, he gets knocked out twice in the movie, just showing like head back, knocked out, hospital, but he just keeps going. He goes back the next day. His wife's like, what are you doing? You're going to die. His brother's like, you're going to die. You got concussions. He's broken all these ribs. Incredible. You got to, the perseverance he has. He's on a concrete bowl, a swimming pool, just eating shit over and over, and you're like, stop, man, but he can't stop. He wants to learn that trick.
What's his streaming on?
HBO. I watched it on HBO Max. I couldn't. The lady was talking to me. I divorced her. I threw a blanket over her. I was like, I'm watching this. I'm all in. You can either get on board or get
You made
out.
a TikTok while you're throwing a blanket over her?
Yeah. I'm this years old, and I stuffed a sock in her mouth.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Yeah. Oh, no. She's talking again. But, yeah, great time. So good. And there's a scene at the end where this guy, Rodney Mullen, who's like the street skater version, because he's a ramp guy.
Yeah.
And Rodney Mullins is like, he's like, I can't get out of bed without 8 things cracking. He's like, I used to piss blood. And they're like, why do you do this? And he's like, because I know how much I love skateboarding. And every time my body hurts, I'm glad because it's heavy. You got to watch it. It's incredible. Neil Brennan was tweeting it. I texted him. I was like, how great was this?
Wow.
I had to like connect
with
I think
somebody. I saw him post it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
moving.
Man. Yeah, no, it's he was at the Cellar one night, I remember, and it's weird when you're like, because I don't know a ton about him, but I know who the hell he is, obviously, and I know that he's a legend. and you see him in the corner of the room. You're like, fuck, it's Tony Hawk. It better be funny. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you met him.
I didn't meet him.
Oh.
I think Hanley met him.
Oh, okay.
But I bolted after my set, but Phil was hanging there, and he I think got to hang with him a little.
Yeah, and class act. Like, the shit he could have done to people that fucked him over, and then he was so nice that they eventually came around, and the 900, he nails the 900 on camera. I watched it as a kid live on ESPN with like 5 of my buddies.
You were a skater boy, too.
Big skater, yeah. So, like, the 900 was huge for
I know
us.
I called you a skater boy. Like I'm Avril Lavigne here.
I'll see you later, boy. But,
you were a skater.
Big skater, and I just like the individual sports. You know, I like UFC, I like skateboarding because it's all you. You know, you got to make it happen. There's no team help.
Like comedy.
It's like comedy. So this really hit home, and it's so many comedy parallels, which I say a million times. But
tennis, golf, bowling, any of the others?
I love tennis. Yeah. Golf is so slow that I can't get into it. I like that guy, John Haley. Well, John Daly.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome.
He'd be a good guest.
Oh, my God.
You got to get him on.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still going strong. That would be a Burt Kreischer-esque episode.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
He would kill us.
He would. He had a great quote with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was like blowing up, and they were playing together. And he goes, "Let's get a beer." And Tiger Woods goes, "I can't, man. I gotta work on my swing." He's like, "Dude, you're great. Let's just get a beer." And he goes, "If I was as good as you, I could drink like you, but I need to practice."
Wow.
And Daly was like, "All right, I'm getting a beer."
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah, I mean that self-hatred. It's like you think it's safe. Self-hatred is just for booze bags, but it's for Tiger too.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a reason why these guys are so good.
The Tiger doc was incredible.
Incredible. Loved it. There's
something so evil about training a kid since he's like 2 years old.
I know.
There's something, it really is like, if you're, it's same people who get their kids into acting. It's like, do they ever turn out normal?
Never.
Is it ever a good idea?
No. Child actors are all fucked.
Even the healthy ones are kind of fucked.
Oh, completely. Yeah. I mean, look at the Webster guy. What's the guy?
I mean, Lindsay Lohan is fine, but there's others that have really had a hard time.
Yeah, Britney Spears. They're all going through something.
Do you see she's having a baby?
Oh, great. She told me she wasn't keeping it. But,
you know that her dad is like, the second I let you out of this prison, you got to go and get knocked up.
What was that? Amanda Bynes went nuts. Remember her?
Well, her parents, I think. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I think her parents might have been trying to help her. Whereas like Britney's, I don't know enough about the story, but like I know Britney, it's like, man, that guy. Although you see her, it's funny. The second she was let out of the conservatorship, she posted 2 nudes on Instagram, and there was a part of me that was like, maybe he was running a tight ship.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, maybe he knew.
Yeah.
Protect the interests.
Yeah,
but,
I don't believe in like making somebody a slave, but he might have had. I mean, I saw her clam within like 20 minutes. Well, not Webster. The other one, Different Strokes.
Oh.
The older brother, the black guy.
What you talking about, Willis?
No, the brother of him. Todd Bridges. He became a heroin addict, crackhead. He had to go to rehab. All those guys, they're all fucked. We Might Be Drunk is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships take work. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? For me, working out or buying some new sneakers is an investment in myself. This month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to take care of your most important relationship, the one you have with yourself. We're in therapy. We go to the same guy. It's necessary. Clean out the garbage. Your head has all these horrible thoughts. Splice in your childhood, traumatic experiences. You're a wreck. You're a mess. You need therapy. Get out the garbage. Whether it's hitting the gym, making time for a haircut, or even trying therapy, you're your greatest asset. So invest time and effort into yourself like you do for other people. Tell them how.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. Maybe you got a weird boil on your face or something. You're weird, you don't want them to see that. You're all set.
Yep.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. We Might Be Drunk is sponsored by BetterHelp, and listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/drunk. That's BetterHelp.com/drunk. You got to do this. It's therapy, very important. Take care of yourself. It's going to change your life.
Here, here. Hey, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Fume. Fume is the safe way to quit smoking. Handcrafted, Fume's 100% Canadian maple inhaler is made to comfortably replace the hand-to-mouth habit. Simply insert one of their non-addictive flavored cores. Cores come in dozens of flavors like peppermint or lemon berry bliss. I got one of these things. It feels good to hold. It's a cool looking little wooden contraption, and you just want to hit it all day. And this thing works, and it smells great. It's aromatherapy and an inhaler. There's no smoke, no vape, no nicotine to worry about. Even if you're not trying to quit smoking, Fume's cores can help with relaxation, energy, and more. It just feels good to put that puppy in the mouth and give it a suck. Give it a whirl, folks. Tell them how, Fatty.
It's like a kid on a flight from Orlando. You want to hit it all day.
Yeah.
Whether
Exactly.
you're a smoker or an ex-smoker who still struggles with cravings, Fume is the perfect tool for you. It's time to create positive habits and quit naturally with Fume, and we're here to make it easier. Right now, if you head to breathefume.com/drunk and use promo code drunk, you're going to save 10% off your entire order. You're going to save on the cigarettes you aren't buying and save on your initial purchase of Fume. That's 10% off your entire order when you head to breathefume.com/drunk. That's BREATHEFUM.com/drunk and use code drunk.
Yeah. Bad. Don't let your kid go into TV.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Because you start up here, and it's like women and drugs and coke and money, and then the show ends, and you're like, shit.
And fame is bad, man.
Fame is bad.
It's not good.
No.
It's not healthy.
Bad drug. Whoa, we at the end?
No. We got to do some news stories.
Do you guys
right?
want breaking news?
We got to do some breaking news?
Breaking news.
Ooh,
It's
breaking.
sad.
What?
Gilbert Gottfried just passed away.
Shut
No.
What? No way. What the hell's going on here? This is the second comedian to die while taping. Wow. 67.
His Dirty Jokes album, we were talking about it recently. It's one of the best. It's one of the best albums.
Yeah. Unreal. I opened for him once at Caroline's. He was struggling for the first half hour because it's like, Cary Grant said to whatever, and then it was like, all right, that's funny. And then halfway in, he's like, I'm going dirty and murdering. That's what they wanted. And the jokes were great.
God damn it.
Wow. That's another one gone.
You know, I didn't know him well, but he was always super friendly when you'd see him.
Super
Soft-spoken, not what you would think.
Yeah. And they made a documentary about him, which is great. That's another wreck.
God.
Crazy.
Horrible.
I know. I'm glad I got to say I worked with him.
Yeah.
But
I did a Zoom with him during the pandemic, and I remember teasing him, and he was in his pajamas, and I said, "You look like you escaped a mental hospital," and I got a big laugh at him, and you're like, it's Gilbert. It's like it feels good when you're like I remember growing up with him in the Problem Child movies. Remember that shit?
yes, of course. I mean, that laugh was iconic.
Howard
That's
Stern
huge.
loved him.
Oh yeah, I did Jim and Sam with him once, and he barely spoke. He just laughed. He gave it up for everybody. Sad, man. Wow. We got to get a picture of him. Put it on the wall. Holy shit. 67. Did he have cancer? Or he had something. I know he was ill. Wow. Glad we got that doc. I mean, you watch that doc, and the shit from him from the 80s, he's so alive, he's so ballsy, he's so reckless. It was fucking awesome. It was like that old school comedy where he would grab the camera and it was very like erratic and fun.
He had a wife and kids.
Yeah.
So, thoughts with them. That's horrible.
His wife is super nice, super cool.
Yeah.
Damn, there's Bob Saget and wow.
Brutal.
Bob Saget, Norm, Louis Anderson, now Gilbert. Who am I missing?
Man, well,
Shout out to Artie Lang once again, hanging strong. You got to give it to him.
let's do some news stories to maybe lighten this a little bit, because I don't want to just
Yeah.
go down here. What do we got?
Thanks a lot, Matt. No, I'm just kidding.
Fisherman finds odd creature out at sea that people think is a baby dragon. Robert Fedortsov was fishing in the Norwegian Sea when he found a bizarre-looking creature, and after sharing an image of it online, people were terrified and said it must be a baby dragon.
Damn, that is a fucked up little animal.
That is maybe it's time for a new fish at the Jewish deli. I want a bagel with a quarter pound of baby dragon on it.
Yeah, it sounds good. Baby dragon. It's a good flavor.
Yeah.
Like, what's that other one?
Whitefish?
Well, no, it's like a flavor. Oh, dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Yeah, it just sounds like, ooh, I'll have that. But baby dragon, yeah, look at that thing. So do we know what it is, or is it just ugly?
I don't know. Some of these, have you seen some of, like, I've seen this guy's stuff before, and some of the fish, like, they look so weird.
Well, they're aliens. You know, you got to think the Earth is here, then space has aliens, supposedly, and then the ocean has aliens.
Yeah.
know? The ocean's fucking nuts. All kinds of stuff going on down there.
It's also hilarious to let people name, it's a baby dragon. Like, people just hold up, they're like, oh, this is the pocket pussy fish right here. This is.
I prefer the blowfish. But yeah, that's true. I guess you get to name it. That's one of the perks of finding a weird thing.
He loves this shit, though. He must love what he does, because you don't do this thing.
No.
If you don't love animals.
I have no water love. I mean, I like to sit in a hot tub every now and then, or like go, maybe I'll hit a jet ski, but some people just love being on the water.
I'm not a big water guy.
No.
I'm very city. I'm not like.
Me too.
I wish I had more love for it, but
I like to look at the national park and go see the hills and the cliffs and the bluffs, but give me an hour there and I got it.
Yeah.
People love nature, but that shit ain't fun.
That is. Oh my God, it's weird.
Yeah.
What else you got? Ooh. What other news? You want to do this one?
We could be a perfect match. JetBlue and Spirit are pairing, not as odd as it appears, CEO says. JetBlue Airways, the New York-based carrier for its in-flight TV lineup, free Wi-Fi, trendy snacks, has made an unsolicited $3.6 billion offer to buy No Frills Spirit. Well, if they can buy it and kick it up a notch, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But don't stick with the Spirit credo, because it ain't pretty.
Yeah, it's credo. Spirit's terrible. This is
it's terrible.
Whenever I ride a Spirit airline flight, I walk up to the toughest looking guy in there and beat the shit out of him just to send a message.
Yeah, the snacks suck. The seats are like wicker, and the fucking they get you on the baggage thing. They're like, all right, sure, your ticket was $38. Pretty good price. And you're like, you're damn right. And they're like, but $50 to check that bag. And I'm like, well, I'll put in the overhead. They're like, that's $80. I'm like, God damn.
I'll use a seatbelt. That's another $200.
Yes, exactly.
It's the. I mean, you know what, you're right. It's if they bump it up, it's actually great.
What do you mean?
If they make Spirit better.
Oh, sure.
Because Spirit's horrible. I mean, it's kind of like when someone great starts dating someone horrible, and you're like, well, are you gonna make them better,
or are they gonna make you worse?
Right? It's kind of like we were talking about Britney earlier. Spirit's kind of like Kevin Federline.
Right.
You know,
right.
It's like, what are you gonna? Is this gonna get better?
It's like Kim K and Kanye. Are you gonna make him better, or is he gonna bring you down? And obviously they split.
Yeah.
3.6,
is that a lot for an airline? I don't know what airlines go for. I mean,
I don't think it is.
I mean, Delta would not go. I mean, Delta would go for so much, or United or American or something.
Right.
But Spirit's a smaller airline. That's the thing, is like two smaller hubs coming together.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's a good thing, because JetBlue is pretty good.
JetBlue is fucking good.
You ever done that Mint?
I've never been a Mint.
Ooh, I did it once. Game changer.
It's JetBlue it feels very egalitarian.
Yes.
There's something about it that's because some of those flights don't even have first class.
Right.
It's just everyone with a little more room. It's like this utopian society.
Julian McCullough had that great joke. He's like, man, JetBlue is very egalitarian. Like, I was on it last week.
He says the word egalitarian?
No, I couldn't think of the word he says. So
I was like, damn, did I just pull a Julian McCullough bit by accident?
No, but he's like, I got on it, and a kid was walking down the hallway going, or the aisle going, hey, I got peanuts, $1 for Oreos. You know, I got to do my basketball team. We need jerseys.
Oh, that's such a New York joke.
I know.
That's great.
That's the cool thing about JetBlue is they're New York based. So if you do the Mint, they're like, this is a this food is from Frank's restaurant on 3rd Street. These cookies are from Magnolia Bakery. Like,
Whoa.
they do all the New York stuff. So you're getting all this primo New York food.
You do feel like a kid when you're on those flights.
Oh,
you do like,
yeah.
fuck it, I'll have a cookie.
Yeah, you're like Kevin McAllister.
Plane passenger said he'd pay extra to not sit next to woman with odd ritual. All right, let's see what we got here.
Ooh. What are we thinking? Flicking the bean?
I think you pay extra to sit there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's not my name.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty clever.
Is that an odd ritual? Wait, do it again?
I think it was the feet thing. Oh, she's got these little weird feet hammocks, and then a giant head pillow that you can lean on facing forward.
Well, it's probably actually, yeah. First off, I don't love the bare feet on the flights.
No,
especially
no.
you better be hygienic as fuck if you're doing that.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with it. Other than I mean, a dude with bare feet deserves the death penalty. A woman,
Agreed.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, I'm with you, because I flew to China. I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Did some gigs over there. Flew coach. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Coach to China, and the Chinese have different rules. Like at one point, a guy's barefoot came through my seat and hit my armrest. Barefoot on my armrest.
Ugh.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I told the what do you call it? Flight attendant. She was like, oh yeah, that's normal.
It's a sign of respect in our culture.
Yeah. So I gave that guy a couple of elbows. Like, hey, watch that foot there, Kung Pao or whatever the fuck, you know. Whatever his name was.
That wasn't his name. That definitely wasn't his fucking...
Uh-oh. Here we go. Marjorie Taylor Greene reports Jimmy Kimmel to cops after Will Smith joke. Oh, my God. You see, everybody's a snowflake about something. Yeah. Everybody likes to call everybody snowflake, especially on the right, and then they get snowflaked about other shit.
Well, she's nuts.
Wow, you Jewish space
What's the
laser.
joke?
She's my favorite female comedian, but yeah, she's nutty. Yeah, what is the joke here? Jimmy Kimmel's been going for it lately.
Has he?
Oh, yeah.
Is especially upset with the 3 Republican senators who said they'll vote yes on Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who's nominated for the Supreme Court. She tweeted, Murkowski, Collins, and Romney are pro-pedophile. They just voted for KBJ. Wow, where is Will Smith when you really need him, huh?
That's it?
Besides that being...
Is it a good joke? Not really. But also it's like, it's kind of, I think it's pretty offensive to call someone pro-pedophile.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because she wasn't hard, is it because she wasn't hard enough on some cases as a lawyer? Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Well, you know, it's like, by the way, that would be hilarious if Will Smith did slap her again. If he just, his publicist is like, dude, you slapped another person? He's like, I can't.
Yeah, he's like, it's my thing now. I got to do my thing.
So
like, get her done.
So wait, she reported that. Go. What is it? What did she do?
She's suing him, I think.
She's suing him?
Oh, it called the police. Sorry.
She didn't really call the police, did she? She called the police?
That's what it says. Capitol Police after late night host. By the way, the Capitol Police, we've all seen, they don't really, they're not really on it. But yeah, she's cuckoo. She's off Twitter, I think. They
knocked her off.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. She called the cops.
I will say on a side note, what's the name of the new Ketanji Brown Jackson? Mm-hmm. It's so funny when I see comics like, good for her, I love this lady, and you're like, what are we doing here? You're like hyped up about a senator or a Senate seat? Like, how much do you really give a shit?
I think the answer is they probably don't, and they need something.
I think you're right. I mean, look, it's great.
It is historic. I mean,
okay.
I think that's what people like. It's the first black woman ever,
right,
on the Supreme Court. So I think it is meaningful.
But this is how I do that. Hey, the first black woman got hired on the Supreme Court. Oh, cool. All right, I'll get the pastrami on rye. Like, I don't know. It's just weird that it's their whole.
Well, you're not a sentimental, emotional guy.
I get emotional, but not about my mom. But This is not my mom.
Yeah,
it's just some lady I've never cared about the Supreme Court in my life.
I personally don't connect to it, but I get why it's like a historic moment for sure.
I get the historic thing. Yeah. I get that. But are we going to do that for every historic moment? Hey, we got our first trans cabbie. Or whatever. I don't know. It's like,
sure.
Where does it end? All right. Well, I want to see that post.
I'll do a post for him.
Okay.
Or her. Or they. What else? A new Oklahoma law will criminalize abortions. Whether it takes effect depends on the Supreme Court. All right. Well, let's see what she does. Criminalize abortions. So, yeah, this is crazy. So now it's like, I mean, yeah, Texas and Oklahoma. Now you're going to have to go down to Mexico.
Yeah.
Where they do allow it, I believe.
Oh, yeah. They don't say anything. They don't say no to anything.
They actually built an abortion clinic right next to a Senor Frog, so you can make a whole weekend out of it. You get a yardstick of rum and you take care of biz.
Yeah, there you go. That's two, and those two states are touching.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. So they might have a baby.
They might fuck.
Yeah, and they might have to keep it.
And I hate to tell you, Texas, but you're a bottom. Literally.
Britney Spears said she's pregnant.
There you go.
The 40-year-old pop star announced the news in an Instagram post.
There you go.
I mean,
Pete Davidson is at it again.
Well, it's also kind of, what's kind of crazy is like, this is what happens when you do the conservatorship. Like, people are, they're forced in. I don't know the situation. I know nothing about Britney Spears. I know if I were gay or a woman, I'd know everything, but I'm not. Right. I'm neither.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, well, let's go to it.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, who is he? It'd be funny if it was Federline again. You're like, fuck, this guy keeps coming back.
Well, he made a fortune on that divorce.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, he cleaned up.
He invested all his money in wife beaters. This guy's rich. Everyone's rocking tank tops.
Yeah, right?
What else?
Okay, handsome
who
guy.
Is this guy? Good looking guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, is he a model or something? Sam Asghari. Oh, he's an actor. Okay. Quote unquote actor. There she is, Louisiana's own. Britney Spears. Prego, yeah. She's from Kent, Louisiana.
Hopefully she get pregnant in Oklahoma.
Yeah, right? There you go.
Hey, well, that's
Is that a white guy? I can't tell. What do you think?
I don't think he's white.
I don't see color.
I don't think he's white.
6'2". Maybe he's Indian with that name. Iranian.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hot. That's
they are good-looking dudes.
Wow, look at this guy on the boat. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a hot guy.
Yeah, you got to have a baby with that specimen.
Jesus Christ. Brittany, what do you think? Would you?
Well, for the story, but I don't find her that... Like, I knew girls growing up who were hotter than her.
Young Brittany was pretty hot, though.
Young was pretty hot, yeah. But look at that. I mean, she just looks like a regular, like a TGI Friday waitress, Not knocking her, but...
We're losing our female and gay base right now. They're just like, look, we're done with this podcast. Yeah, I mean, I think she's a beautiful woman, but yeah, I mean, she's... Yeah,
but, I mean, that's like a lady who works at Tilted Kilt. You know that place?
I don't know.
Oh, it's like a Irish chain bar.
She was never like my crush growing up. She was never... Yeah,
but definitely above average. And
a
hell of a dancer and talented and all that crap. So good for her. Have the kid.
Yeah. Don't abort it if you don't want it. I mean, you know what? Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. Kill it. Who gives a shit? A Florida teen was killed as he and another teen took turns shooting each other while wearing body armor.
Whoa, Florida, baby.
Damn. Hopefully it was actual body armor, not the drink that they were wearing. But
Under Armour?
They filmed it. Would you watch it?
What? Wait, hold on.
No, play it.
Well, I don't have video.
Oh.
It's for like a YouTube video.
What?
Facing charges, both 17 years old. He had another teen took turns shooting each other while wow. Where was that?
Oh, so I didn't realize someone died. Holy shit.
So he's going to jail? I feel like it was consensual. Damn, what? There's a video? Let's see it. If we can.
It's not out yet.
Okay.
It drops on Patreon. No.
I'm never shot my friend in body armor years old.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. What's the other one?
I love the tough guy dad, the dads who hate participation trophies. Like, back in my day, we didn't wear body armor. We just shot each other. These kids are pussies nowadays. All right, wow. The man suspended of shooting Lady Gaga's dog, Walker, was mistakenly released from jail. The suspect was released from jail after a court hearing due to a clerical error. Authorities are now on the hunt Holy shit, a clerical error. This sounds like the plot of like a bad Adam Sandler movie.
Damn it, he's back on the street. I want our best man on him. It's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
They redo The Fugitive, but it's about a guy who just shoots little dogs. Oh, no, he didn't shoot. He shot the guy, right? He kidnapped the dogs.
Oh, yeah, because they were worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he shot the guy, yeah.
That's a bummer when you're below dog.
right. Woo. I feel like if you're going to steal something, a Lady Gaga's dog trainer isn't exactly the toughest guy, you know? I feel like if you're in charge of those two little Twinkie dogs, I feel like it's not some...
I hope that guy got paid, though. He got shot.
I'm sure he did. Hold on. Popcorn. The dogs are worth... They were worth like, $400,000 each or something. They're like
Damn.
show dogs.
Damn, dude.
Damn. Clerical error. Pretty good. That's why you gotta Excel.
Is that it? That's all the news? Good news, dude.
Yeah. Good news. Bad news for the
guy.
clerical.
Yeah.
Well, you got a bit?
Let me see. I got a bunch of ideas. What do you got?
I got an idea. It's totally not finished, but I think I got something here.
What do you got?
So everybody now likes to tell you their thing. It's like as a woman, as a trans immigrant, as a black man, and I'm like, I'm going to treat you the same either way, so it doesn't really matter to me what you are, but I'd rather you tell me your mental illness, because that's actually helpful. Like, as a narcissist, as a sociopath, as a whatever, that I can use. As a bipolar person. So you should start introducing with that shit instead of your race or your gender or your sexual orientation.
Problem is the narcissists don't know they're a narcissist.
Yeah. Huh.
Maybe we say, yeah, well, I'm Mexican. And you're like, yeah, but you're also a narcissist. And they're like, what did you say?
Right.
There's something about like,
you got to claim all of it. You can't just tell me your ethnicity. You got to tell me your disease. As a depressed person.
Yeah. Why do they do it as just, that's interesting.
Because they'll be like, I read this news story, and as a Hispanic woman that affected me, and I'm like, I don't know. It affects everybody. I get it, but like, it wouldn't be a lot more helpful if they were like, as a narcissist, this bothered me, and I'm like, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
I don't know what the funny is.
You say, as also a narcissist, it's nice to meet you.
Right, yeah.
That should be. I mean, that's really people should have to lead with that shit always.
Yes, because there's so much mental illness now, and there's so many different sects. It's like very diverse. It's
also, if you told me that, at least I'd be like, well, this person's probably in therapy.
Yeah,
you tell me your race just doesn't. Like, I can tell your race.
That's true.
That does nothing for me.
Yeah, it doesn't help me at all.
I knew you were that race.
Right, exactly. I knew you were a black woman. You don't have to be like, as a black woman. I already got that. Give me the mental illness you got. But you got to be honest about it too. You can't just be like, as a OCD. I'm like, no, I want the real shit.
You can only tell they're being honest if it's bad.
Right. As a manic depressive.
As a thief. I identify as a thief.
Yeah. As a pedophile.
Like, wow, this pedophile is honest.
Yeah. As a compulsive liar, whatever it is. Like, everybody's got their own.
Well, as a compulsive liar doesn't even help you because you're like, well, is he lying right now? Maybe it does help you a little because you're like.
Good point.
This popcorn's fucking good.
I know, it's so good. But that's my jumping off point. So once I figure out some.
Yeah, as someone
twists.
who identifies, I feel like it is interesting. I feel like young people now do identify more with their mental illness.
Oh, yeah.
Because
sure.
it makes them interesting.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe the angle is it used to be about your race that made you interesting, and now you got to take it up a notch. Now it's kind of like, okay, but what? Now it's like it used to be as a black man. Now it's like as a bipolar black man.
Yes, exactly.
You're like, oh shit.
It's like when people tell you, like, I'm bi, and you're like, I don't care.
I know.
That doesn't make you any different or better or worse in my eyes. But if you're like, as a bipolar, now we got something. I got something there with the bipolar.
Hanley's got that joke.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Shit, what's his?
Hanley's is, he said he was writing out the pros and cons for his girlfriend, and he wrote pro, bi, con, polar.
Oh, that's a great joke.
It's a great joke because it gets a laugh on the bi.
That's a great joke. Damn. All right, well, that's out.
That's out.
Yeah. But I'll noodle.
Noodle, buddy.
All right, hit me.
I got a few ideas. Let me see what I got here, because I'm fucking...
Yeah, I think I got some other stuff.
Trying to see what else. Because I have like a few that are almost hitting.
Oh, man, we have the 800 Gilbert texts.
Ugh, I know. This isn't... So, a lot of these are jokes that I've either done on here or I'm doing on stage and they're either working, but they're missing something. So I'm trying to... Yeah, a lot of these are ones that I've either tried here and I keep adding to, so I'm trying to think which ones.
Lay it on me, baby.
Well, this one I tried originally I told the story, and now I'm doing it on stage and it's hitting, so I want to maybe see if I can add to it. But it's a story about me and Gary going through security. And the woman is awful to the other woman.
Oh, yeah.
And when we say, like, lady, enough, and, and then...
Great story.
And she goes, this doesn't concern you. And I say, it does. And then she yells out, security. And I'm like, they all fucking hate you. This woman yelling at all the TSA.
Yeah.
She's yelling at everyone, security. I'm like, you just cursed, you yelled at all of them. They all fucking hate you. And then, Gary, my friend Gary chimes in. He goes, this isn't the movie of your life. You're a nobody. Which, that gets a laugh on stage, I'm saying that. And then she goes, well, you're short.
Yeah.
And he goes, lady, you should see me without my shirt on. I was like, dude, we had her.
Yeah.
That's the line that hits. And then I say, we're professional comedians. We could do better. But, in that moment, you got to have his back. So I'm like, he does look good without a shirt on.
Right,
you got to, back him up.
Yeah.
But you're scrambling. But I don't know what the next, I have a couple angles I have. Or, part is, one is we went in there trying to we went in there seeking justice to stop this woman for being rude to TSA, but you just end up looking like a gay couple. You just end up being like he's got a good body. You should check him out.
That's funny.
And the other angle I had is either that or how we're professional comedians and that's what we hit her with. It's pathetic. It's
both of those are great.
Well, the other angle is it's literally we are really good at insults. That's our job.
Yes.
Is to be quick with insults. And this is what it's like if you got into a fight with an MMA fighter and right as he got into a stance, he just shit his pants or something.
That's good. That's
I don't
great.
know.
Well, the funny thing is now you're killing with it. So it's almost we're comedians, but you got to let me have some time to write. You can't pull out a desk and a chair while she's talking, Also, there's something interesting about, we talk about terrorism. This lady is like a mini terrorist.
Yes.
But she's terrorizing. There's no security for that shit.
That's how white women terrorize airports.
Yes,
You always think about Al Qaeda, but you don't think about. I don't want to say Al Karen because that's fucking too easy.
Sure,
but,
that's easy.
But
That would hit.
I know what I'm not doing it.
Don't do it.
But it's
But Al Qaeda got through security.
Yeah,
and she can't even get through
security. She can't even get through security.
That's funny.
Yeah,
she's got also, baggage, blah blah blah, something there.
Yeah, she's got but the idea that a terrorist. This is the misdemeanor version of a terrorist.
Right.
This is we won't blow up your plane, but we will fuck up your afternoon.
Yes. Yeah.
We won't blow up your plane, but we will fuck up your morning. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll play with it. There's stuff to noodle with there.
Yeah,
there's fucking popcorn. I can't stop.
I know, me neither.
I'm sure the people at home really appreciate us chomping this whole episode.
I tried to chew over here, but I fucked up. It's so good. Thank you, Navs. Yeah, that's funny. That's a lot there. You can't have liquids on a plane, but you can have an attitude, something,
Yeah.
There's a lot there. No security for cunts.
I'll avoid that one. I'm like, well, you lady, or a cunt. Everyone applauds. That's how I picture it.
Cunt Air. It's a horrible airline. Everybody's got an attitude. All right. Well, hey, good good stuff. Hit the Patreon. We're cooking. I mean, I feel like we've been just banging with the guests and the eps and the
We might be drunkpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, we got merch. Send us gifts. Whatever you got, we'll put it on the goddamn wall. I think we're moving soon, or we already have moved. So we'll put the new address up. What dates you got there?
Nashville, Albany, Toronto, Chicago, I assume will be sold out by now. East Providence, Rhode Island, Tampa, Cleveland, Houston, West Palm, Buffalo, you get it. Samuel.com/shows. You're the best. We love you guys.
Hell yeah. I'm all over the road as well. In May of this month, we got Addison Improv in Dallas, one of my favorite clubs. Love that room. Bricktown Comedy Club in OKC.
Classic.
San Jose, I think, is getting moved for some TV bullshit. Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama. Going back to the South. Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Pantages. Let's sell that out. Chicago's almost sold out. Maybe will be by this time. Cleveland, I need a lot of help, Cleveland. Come on out. We'll go to the casino. We'll do it up. We'll go to, what is it, Slotsky's? What's that place called in Cleveland? It's like that. It's like a Sliman's, yes.
Classic.
Yeah.
Best corned beef, baby.
Great. And that's coming from a New York Jew, baby. Bon Secours Wellness Arena. No idea. Oh, I'm doing some Burt shows. I'm going to the Dragway in Bristol, Tennessee. The Greek in L.A. All kinds of fun stuff. Irvine Improv in Cali in July. So, yeah, come on out. Say hello. Get a shirt. Get a glass. Toast it. Tilt it. Drink it up. We love you.
Love you.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of Piva Rec, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking shit about the fucking Pope. And I get down in the same way. Up on the roof like a cop's coming, and naked Samuel is feeling dangerous. I'm out to lunch here in New Orleans. This woman doesn't look like I remember